So the squeal, one of the new weapons we're getting in this upcoming summer update, and since it's you know, beta phase 2, which means it's most likely going to keep its stats as it is, let's go over the weapon and see if it's good or not. So I guess let's start off with the positives with this weapon. Well, first of all, as long as you keep killing things through its direct impact damage with the harpoon, it's just going to continue, which is kind of cool. So it potentially have a ton of penetration because of that. Of course, if it can't kill something with its direct impact damage, the harpoon will stick to that set, which is also pretty nice. And I guess something else is that you can stack 5 shots before exploding all of them, which is kind of cool about it. And that's kind of it with the positives. And yeah, that's not good. So okay, let's check it out in the trader. So as you can see, it's a tier 3 weapon, so it costs 1100 dosh. Its weight is 8, so it's a very heavy weapon. And as you can see on the stats here, the fire rate on it is very low. And that's one big problem about this weapon. The second problem is, if you compare it to the M79, and you look at the damage, yes, it is the same. They deal, in terms of total damage from direct impact and explosives, is the same, at 375 I do believe. The only difference between these two weapons though, is that the squeal deals 25 more explosive damage compared to the M79, but the M79 deals 25 more direct impact damage compared to the squeal, which makes no fucking sense, but sure, whatever. So that means its damage is comparable to the M79, which is a problem. The M79 is a tier 2 weapon, this is a tier 3, it's supposed to be better. But okay, let's ignore, its low rate of fire and its low damage. Let's see how it is at tier 3 against big sets. So, first of all, let's start against flesh pounds, because hey, demo is supposed to be really good against flesh pounds. So, is the squeal good against flesh pounds? Well, just, look at this. Dang, gives that time. And he's still alive. Yes. That's how weak this weapon is. Yeah, 5 shots on a flesh pound and then the explosions. You get set time with the short bolts. He's still living. That's kind of a problem. That's kind of a big problem. So yeah. And funny enough, the fastest way to kill a flesh pound with this weapon is decapping it, because at tier 3 with full left it requires 6 shots to decap it. With shock trooper it requires 7, with left of the skills are left. Which is a problem, because at that point you need to reload it mid takedown for a solo takedown at 6-player Hell on Earth, which is not good. And then you might ask, well, since it's not good against flesh pounds, what about Scrakes? Is it somewhat good against them? No. Just no. It's messy to use. If you want to be safe, you kind of are forced to use the dynamite, and even then, you don't have enough time to finish it off, or even get close to finishing it off. Yeah, at tier 3, it's even with full left, it still requires 6 shots to decap a Scrake, which means solo takedown again. You need to reload your weapon mid takedown, that's not good. And even if you dynamite stun it, you can't get 5 shots off of the Scrake before you can snap out of the stun. Which, if you compare it to some other weapons that requires multiple shots that are also heavy, Seeker 6, M32, these two weapons can kill a Scrake before he's able to get out the stun from the dynamite. So that's a problem. But now it's like, okay, what if you upgrade it? Does it become better if you upgrade it? Well, yeah, of course it becomes better, but not by much. The damage modifier on each upgrade basically gives you 15% more base damage. Which compared to the M16 get 20%, so the upgrades on the M16 is already better, so why would you pick the squeal over the M16? at that point as well, and considering the M16 is also lighter. However, at least against Flesh Pounds, you can stun it with a dynamite, and then shoot all 5 shots, and kill it. Thank God, you can at least get rid of a Flesh Pound with it. But at the same time, you just ask yourself, why am I not just buying an RPG? Because it's tier 4, you know, it totally costs for the purchase of the weapon and the upgrade, it costs $1,800, which is more than 1,500, which the RPG costs. And yeah, you're kind of correct about that. There is no point of upgrading this thing when you can just get an RPG instead. And you know what's even worse? The Seeker 6, even at tier 4 with full left, is still kind of better, honestly. So yeah, it can 6-shot a Fleshbound decap, or decap a Fleshbound with 6 shots, and you know. Yeah, let's try that again. You know, if you get good at head tracking, you can kill it before it can get out of the enrage animation. Let's do one more. Just to demonstrate, I guess. Okay. I think I missed one there. Yeah. But you know, you get it. If you're capable of head tracking it and hitting all 6 shots on the head, you can decap it very quickly with the Seeker 6. Which is kind of the reason why Seeker 6 is secretly kind of good, but not practical. And yeah, also with Seal Squeal, even if you upgrade it against Scrakes, don't bother. Don't bother, honestly. It's not practical to use. Oh, oops. Nope. Can you die? No? Okay, cool. Please, there we go. But yeah, as you can see, it's not practical to use against Craigs. Even if you stun it, it's not practical at all.
No time for skimping, lads.
And considering, you know, even a Seeker 6 can, you know, decap a Scrake with the dynamite stun, yeah, it makes it useless. And on top of all of this, guess what? You're better off buying an off-perk freeze thrower now. Yes, I'm not joking. An off-perk freeze thrower is better than the Seal Squeal in its current state. Even if you upgrade the Seal Squeal, an upgraded freeze thrower is still going to be better. Hell, even a tier 3 freeze thrower is still going to be better than it. And yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. So what could Tripwire potentially do to fix this weapon? Well, first of all, I think they should give it more stud damage, you know, considering it's shooting harpoons. So, you know, you think the direct impact damage on this thing would be pretty high. No, it's way lower than the M16, and the M16's grenade launcher have good direct impact damage, which is the reason why the M16 is so good in the first place. And even the M79 have better direct impact damage than this weapon. You are kind of forced to run Bombardier with it, which, hey, at least you can run C4 with it, but at that point, well, why not run RPG C4, or C4 upgraded M16, C4 M32, C4 Seeker 6, you have so many better options. Yeah. So, I guess to sum it all up, Seal Squeal is a cool weapon, cool concept, but it's too weak, DPS super low on it, it's impractical, and it's most likely just going to get you killed using it. So I guess that's this weapon. And yeah, don't use it in its current state. That's all I have to say about it. So I guess that's it. So yeah.